Hello and welcome to Was It Worth Buying for Tales from the Darkside. Tales from the Darkside, man. Okay, so I picked this up a couple of months ago. It will appear in my unboxings if you check out the channel and you watch the unboxing videos over a month. I picked this up and this is part of like a new range at work. So I was aware of it, and when I was younger, my cousin Brian always had some weird stuff on. Like I still remember, and I think it's from the Creep Show, when like this creature lives under the stairs and rips off half the throat. I haven't got around to tracking that one down, but it's on the cards. But obviously I'm aware of this because Christian Slater's in it. So when it appeared, $22.99, 4 seasons, I was like, right, I'm definitely going to buy this. And I've been looking for something to watch ever since the X-Files. And to be honest with you, I'm going to watch Mork and Mindy next, because I've had Mork and Mindy for about 3 or 4 years and never opened it. So Mork and Mindy is on the cards. So Mork and Mindy's a foreshadowing. Anyway, so I put this on. Obviously, big fan of the X-Files. And as I say, it was so cheap on a range change. And obviously, this appears in the Christian Slater, The Good, The Bad, and The What The Fucks. Now, I have the movie. I'll be watching the movie soon, but that will appear in The Good, The Bad, and What The Fucks for Christian Slater. So it's 4 seasons. It's on for 32 hours. So every episode's 20 minutes long. It's 4 seasons, as I've just said there, and it's got 2 bonus episodes, which is from the same production company. I've just watched them, and if it got cancelled, you can kind of see if these were the pilots for the 5th season. You can kind of see where, like, woof, you know, cause change the intro a bit. The font changes. The intro, man. The font changes. I think the 2nd season, where it changes from the quirky blubbly font to the straight up font. One of the weirdest things about it, though, it's a lot of overlays, and we're talking like 83 through to 86 when this was made. And like, because it would have been designed for television and not like this size, you can see like the scene behind, because there's like this door opens and the transition pans forward, and it's just like, right, it's like, you know, it wasn't made for DVD, you know. Quality drops a bit as well from now and again. The font sometimes feels like it's the 3D behind it. Again, for when it was made, it's great, but like, it does look out of place sometimes. I've got IMDb ready because I'm going to have a reminisce over the old episodes, but it's fucking packed now. If you've never seen it or heard of it, this is great for inspiration, because the episodes are 20 minutes long. You know, it's quick firing. Here's a plot, here's a twist, here's the end. That's pretty much it. You know what I mean? It doesn't hang around. And the stories where, you know, you've got like, obviously George A. Romero, Tom Savini's really big, the popular. There's loads of directors obviously got the breaks from this. There's loads of actors who got really early roles in it. And you know, the well-made, short, snappy bang, and a lot of them sometimes become set bound. You know what I mean? I think there's 24 episodes per series. Some are set bound, some are like, you know, they're not big and elaborate, you know what I mean, but they're very short, like creepy tales that don't exactly have happy endings. The one I've just seen there was very bleak, but as I say, I'll reminisce over that. Box set wise, comes nicely contained. As I say, it's one of them nice little cards. Some of these probably would have came with a slip. I think the Mork and Mindy's a very similar box set. You open it up and it's, you know what I mean, it's really well self-contained inside. As I say, there's no, it's a well-designed box, because sometimes you get these that are really badly damaged, and like, that's it. It's like scenario 2 discs on top of 2 discs. So I think each series is broke down to 4 discs each. As I say, that's it as it goes down. A few discs on there, like a Roy there, but that's catching my finger. So yeah, creepy little discs. As I say, the music's there. I even try to track down the vinyl. But before I go on a massive rant about the episodes as I flick through it, it's really worth buying. As I say, the very inspiring little stories, creative visually, as well as, you know, different points of view. There's some really cheesy acting, but then again, there's some people who got some really good breakouts in this. So I'm just going to go on the episode listings. 90 episodes. So just flick Trick or Treat. So first episode what started actually was Trick or Treat. And it's like this old guy, he comes to the door and straight away I was like, I know him. And he basically much tries to creep people into his house. He's like knowing that, and it was fucking Grandpa from The Lost Boys. I'll Give You a Million. That was a really interesting episode. There's him from Hudson Hawk. Computers, technology. There's a lot of stuff in that. That's him from Twin Peaks. Or Inside the Closet, Tom Savini, the creepy little mutant. He's creepy. Word processor, when a kid dies and he gets stuck in the processor of the computer and he can't turn it off. A Case of the Suburbs. That is the episode of Christian Slater, and so Christian Slater's in it. His granddad pretty much dies, but then still wakes up every day. Then Data from Star Trek turns up, and he's just like, his granddad's falling to bits while they're having brunch and stuff like that. Cloned by a Telephone. Woman when she swaps her cards, very interesting episode. Anniversary Dinner. Snip Snip. Answer Me. The Taste Collector. There was one episode the other day, I'll get to it, but it was the little guy from The Young Ones playing a very similar character when he's just like, no one says nincompoop, you know what I mean? And he's just like the evil devil. If the Shoe Fits with a mayor in the hotel room with a bellboy, Leviathan. Yeah, they're all pretty much set bound. Bigelow's Last Curse, Grandma's Last Wish, The False Prophet. Season 2, or the first episode of that was with the alien and communicating and the alien. John Hurd's in one there. The Parlour of the Foot. There was one with cookies. The Satanic Piano. That was a really interesting episode where a music composer, you know, gets a satanic piano to make like a beatbox machine, like really inventful for the time. Halloween Candy. The Devil's Advocate, about a guy who pretty much loses his shit creating a radio station. The Trouble with Mary Jane, a bit of an Exorcist twist on there. Effects of the Cause, Patents, Monster in My Rooms. There were some very sinister ones there. Then there was some of the ones set back in like Purgatory Times, as I say, The Shrine, Creepy Girl there. The Last Car, that was the one on the train. Seth Green was in an episode when he's the monster in the bed, when he's terrified of the bed. As I said, there's loads of famous people there. I can probably whip it down there. We had quite a few vampires at the start of season 3, but season 3 to me started to diminish a bit there. There's ones about affairs, Black Widows. Yeah, that was quite recent, that one. The Heretic, about the painting. That was a very interesting twist on stuff. Baker's Dozen, that's the one where she was mentally about making cookies and keeps turning the guy into a rat. And then a sales pitch happens. I mean, don't get us wrong, there was some stinker episodes. But there's the Milkman episode. The Red Leader. I'll not lie, I actually watched about, I think season 3 is when I started watching a few while I was eating and drinking, just to power through the series. Like Beatles, first episode of season 4, I think I can kind of see that was going down a bit. The Still Photographer, that was really good because it's about a guy who's trying to capture a ghost, and then he eventually captures a ghost and realises he is a fucking ghost. Fucking Sixth Sense, definitely borrowed from that. There's one where, you know, like a Christmas Story, and they're on about this creature, and at the end of it, I mean, it's probably one of the biggest things in the series. These fucking tree hands come through and snap the parents' necks. You're like, fuck me, that's a bit brutal. As I say, we're getting to the very end. They're Hungry Love Hungry, sorry. Fucking creepy ass fucking Young Ones style talking bananas and stuff like this. Woman who can't start losing weight and starts sewing her mouth up and shit. Do Not Open This Box. The Family Reunion, I think that was Tom Savini as well, a creepy little boy. And the last one was Bash 'Em Alone, which was a wrestler one, which was a pretty cheesy cast list. I feel I've just got a message off Phil. It's just popped up on my screen. Just have a quick read down there. For someone I haven't mentioned, there'll be a lot. The cast is huge. I'm just looking for the famous ones. Maybe here at Christmas. Danny Aldio is the guy from Hudson Hawk. Barton Hughes, Justine Bateman, Bruce Davison, he's been in loads. David Patrick Kelly, he's from Twin Peaks and Warriors and Crow. Harry Anderson, he's been in a lot of stuff. Alfred Caesar, fucking loads, like John Hurd, Home Alone. Carol Kane, obviously License Drive. Got the way of Feels returned again. Let's have a creep down here. Jerry Stiller, Ben Stiller's dad, who unfortunately passed away. Joe Tuckell, he's been in loads. Stuart Whitman, he's obviously got a recognisable face. I haven't seen any of the big hitters yet. Marble King, she plays the cookie woman. She was great. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Jeff Conaway, he looks familiar. Well, he obviously will. Robert Foster, he popped over. Phil Fondacatio, he's the fucking little devil guy. I don't think he is. It was an episode like Bordello, Blood with the Heart. Debbie Harry, it fucking was Debbie Harry. Obviously, she tried to get. She was obviously in Videodrome. Debbie Harry's in one. Sybil. Charles Luman, Jerry O'Branch, he's been in loads. Huckleberry Fox, what name? Alan Garfield, he was in the one recently where he's the devil and sells a soul, a scriptwriter. Last night I watched Shape Out of Water in my hotel room, and the guy from Shape Out of Water was in that episode with him. I was spotting him when he going down there, probably past him. Chris Herbert is Jerry. He's been in quite a few things. Tom Noonan, I think he's in the opposite. That's obviously he plays the Ripper in Last Action Hero. La fucking hell, I don't remember seeing her in it, but Lisa Bonet, obviously Lenny Kravitz's wife from High Fidelity. Seth Green's finally there. He plays Timmy. James Hong, he's the Chinese Laundry. He's in it. Totally forgot about Lo Pan. Keep on going. Keep on going. We're going to get there. I'll stop when I see Christian Slater. Anthony Heald plays the guy in Deep Silence of the Lambs. Seymour Caesar, he's been on loads. Fucking come on. Christian Slater, just, I'm not in it. But then he comes back for the movie, which again I think will be quite interesting. I don't think he plays the same character. Bradley Wilford, that's who was in last night. Max Wright, Kelly Armstrong. Fuck me, he's creepy. Alec Jack Androzzi. He's got fucking creepy eyes. David Margels, he plays the judge in Dick Miller's in one. He plays the judge in Ghostbusters 2. Fucking hell. It just keeps this. I mean, I know it's a TV series over 90 episodes, and a lot of these don't have things, but like when you just see the faces of the face, if that makes any sense. Where the fuck is Christian Slater at? He's gonna be the last one, isn't he? There you go, Christian Slater, finally. Oh, Eric Bogosin, who is the creepy guy from Under Siege 2. Didn't realise he was in an episode. Makes perfect sense. Yeah, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Look at that, man. That's... There we go. Right. So, yeah. Was it worth buying? Yeah. It's great. Again, any kind of horror fans, definitely. Short, sweet, put it on. If you can, like, as I say, you're trying to watch them, and, like, it's weird, like, for years just watching films. Me personally, I've talked about this because, like, I didn't watch TV shows because working at HMV, people spoil it all the time. People spoil Prison Break. Everyone's just waffling on about Game of Thrones all the time. So it's great to revisit TV shows and watch them at your own pace. Like Sons of Anarchy. No one spoiled Sons of Anarchy because I just wasn't paying attention when the first time it came out and everyone was waffling on about it. And I really, really enjoyed Sons of Anarchy. And like that, again, you know, you put it on, it's 20 minutes. If you're not asleep in 20 minutes, you watch another episode. And unlike a movie where you would just have to, where was I? You know what I mean? It does have creepy music though. Ding! You know, I'm tone deaf, so I can't really even do a simple tune like that, but it's a very creepy tune. Man. But if you've never seen it and you're a horror fan, it is out now. As I say, £20, $22.99. You want to buy it. And yeah, see you in the outtakes.
Now who's smiling? Now who's smiling? Now who's smiling? Now who's smiling?
Hello in the outtakes. Right, you know, to say there's some great stuff. I want to be a real boy. Here, Chip, I'm here. Oh, you know, tales from the Stephen side. Oh, I want to be a real boy. It's just some weird shit happens. I mean, stuff comes alive. Again, just to fill out a very quick outtake, like, I like it how the simple stories, and like, again, this is for TV, and like back when this came out, I think England only had 4 channels, like 4 fucking channels. We had a 5th channel. For years I heard that there was a 5th channel, and when Channel 5 came back in England, it was a big fucking deal. Everyone was like, what, a Channel 5? It was a TV show called The Quayside, when they were trying to do like Home and Away, I think Home and Away on it or something like that, and they were trying to do it in the northeast. They were always trying to do shit in the northeast, but yeah, filling out Channel 5, I think the hype was quickly over, and Sky was a big thing. So like, this would have been on ridiculous times if it was ever on British television. And as I say, like, you know, with a collection like that, don't get us wrong, it doesn't have a cliffhanger ending. Like, not one episode crosses over. There's not a reoccurring character or anything like that, so it's done. There's a box set, it's out. Like, even though how much I love My Name is Earl, releasing that as the complete collection when it's left on a cliffhanger, it's just like, finish it. Do you know what I mean? There's something I believe in with TV shows. You invest all that time, especially if you've never seen it and you buy it and it's not ended, and you're like, well, hang on a minute. Like, you feel copped off. Even like going to there when there's them 2 extra episodes, which, you know, looks like they were going to probably try and take the 5th series, or there were samples, or they just discarded episodes or whatever. Even if they did that, even if it's short, do you know what I mean? It's like, originally when they wrapped up the X-Files and they had like fucking Smoking Man blowing up in a fucking temple and fucking everyone running around, and it was almost like a borderline 3rd movie, not before the 2nd movie or whatever. But they try to wrap everything up, and that's what, like, you invest with TV shows. I just get like, when that stuff, I mean, as I say, it came out 83, 86, and I've finally just bought it and watched it, and I've really enjoyed it. But it's been released as a collection, so it sits on the shelf. Was that worth watching? Yes. Will I revisit it in a few years' time? Eventually down the line? Yeah, because it's preserved, it's on DVD, it sits on the shelf, and you're not going to remember every fucking episode because there's no consistency, you know what I mean? So it was a very enjoyable watch where story started, pop, bang, done, you know. So yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.